Alright. Hello, it's been a year. Like, last time I streamed, whatever. I don't give a shit about the joke. I'm so tired of it. I don't have the strength to do it. That's how tired I am of this bullshit. Okay. New year. Oh, fuck. Christ, I'm getting old. Anyway. Existential crisis and the fact that getting closer to my 30s aside. Yeah, I released a new video. Like, literally the first day of the year, I released a video. Surprise, surprise. It took me literally the entire month of December to make. Like, I was procrastinating hard on it. And I'm still procrastinating hard on making the next one because I'm still trying to come up with an idea. With this one, I had the idea for this video for like months. But hold on, let me put up the video actually. Also, selfless plug for those watching this on literally after the stream is over, or if you're watching this on YouTube on the bots channel, the main channel is literally right here. This is it. If you want the main like the cuisine content, like the edited content, like good shit, here it is. I say that when I know there is like at least 50 bots in here, but regardless. Regardless. Yeah. I've made a video. It's like it's rare for me to actually just sit down, write down a script, and actually make a video. I am not good with scripts at all. I'm more of a fuck it we ball type of guy. I just talk about it. So going into scripted content was just something I wanted to do. Like I wanted to give a shot at, and for what this video is, as simple as it is, yeah, it came out well. The video was kind of easy for me because I didn't have to do that much research. Because I am familiar with the topics like fighting games and League of Legends to an extent, so I can actually just talk about it. It's if I had to actually do an actual video essay with citations and all of that jazz, that's going to take a minute. And I don't have any particular topics to make a video like that outside of maybe making an hypothetical roster for a Yakuza game, if anything. But that's not going to happen, no matter how much I wanted it. And honestly, it's not going to be that big of a deal, knowing that Virtual Fighter is coming back. Anyway, so I uploaded this video, literally scheduled it to upload the first day of the year, January 1st. And so far, 31 views for what it is just a few days later. Not that bad. It's actually really cool. And yeah, let's watch it. Let's pretend I'm in the React Dandy for a minute. Or well, 10. And let me literally depict what the fuck did I do here. I wish, trust me, I wish I could have my editing program up here so I can show you on the timeline what I did. Because holy shit, the amount of editing I had to do here. Let me tell you a little story. Alright, hold on. Alright, let me tell you a little story. Back in high school, I used to play League of Legends. I started playing because I had some classmates that were already into it, so I thought maybe it's a good idea for me to start playing it and try to make friends with them. That didn't work, but I ended up making friends outside of school, and just to put it into perspective, right? Every single except for the blinking, because this is technically a GIF, not a PNG. Every single jump, you will think it's just a recording from a green screen or something with the PNG, but that's not the case. So you know how I have green hair, right? And most of my color schemes are basically just primary colors, and every time I try to green screen or do the green screen effect with any other color, I cannot do it because of my green hair, either the jacket or even the tank top. Something fucks up the color of my eyes, my hat, or my hair, or my clothes, anything. I try to do anything and I cannot, like, for the life of me, do it. So my other option was, and I took the actual hard route here, basically just edit it. Like, just edit the jumps. Edit the jumps on every single, like, new phrase I'm saying, every single time I'm opening my mouth, and leave a little space of silence so I can have the mouth closed for at least a couple of frames before opening it up again, so it looks kind of natural. Later on in the video, that I will simplify that a lot, just making the jump again every time I start a new phrase so I can cut up some space. But for now, that's the method I use. Basically, just jump to open the mouth. I'd start talking. Close every time I want a few frames of space for silence. I stick around for a few seasons. But once I reach a certain point in high school, I needed to hold on. The pop-up. I forgot to put this on full screen. Friends outside of school, and I stick around for a few seasons. But once I reach a certain point in high, if I remember correctly, this information specifically, I think it's wrong. It wasn't second to last. Well, it technically was, but it was at the tail end of the third year. I started the second to last year of high school. Literally just sober, if you can call it that. Like, I was addicted to League of Legends. Like, I didn't mention that, but I was addicted. Like, 12 hours, if not more, of just ranked games with my friends. And that was awful. Like, we were literally so tilted, I ended up fucking making an immunity to it. Like, I cannot be tilted to a point that I'm literally fuming anymore because of that. It's insane. I get anger issues. Like, I have anger issues every once in a while. I tend to get heated, but I've reached a point that I just hear people complaining on other games and I just say, I don't give a shit. I've experienced what bullshit on video games have been for years. At this point, a game like, for example, Marvel Rivals, I hear someone complaining, "Oh, this character is so bullshit. He sticks to me. He just kills me so easy because his kit is so basic." And I'm just like, sure, fuck it. It's just a video game at this point. It's going to have bullshit. Competitive games, and by all intents and purposes, have bullshit because they have a bunch of different kits, a bunch of different interpretations of characters. That to a point, there's not going to be a perfect balance. Never. There's always going to be something that is better than what you have, and there's also the chances that what you have is better than something someone else has, or you know how to use it properly. The difference between a game, for example, Marvel Rivals and League of Legends, shocking, big comparison, is that at least when it comes to League of Legends, if you know how to use your character to a certain extent, and you know how to build, and you take certain advantage against your opponent, you can apply the RPG logic and just take advantage of it. Anyway, I went to a really, really big tangent just to say that this information is bad. I technically finished it by the end of my third to last year of high school. So, moving on. High school, I needed to stop and leave that game behind. That, and I was hard stuck in Silver 1. That's still true. A few years passed. I've never, ever in my entire, like, league career managed to get to gold. The highest rank I got was Silver fucking 1, and that's it. And I don't mind that. At least the person that I was helping get to gold got to gold, and I think right now, the moment of this stream, I think they are on plat. But I don't give a shit at them anymore. I'm glad for them. They are on plat.
Was about
They're
to
still on hell though.
College on October 15, 2019. Riot celebrated the 10-year anniversary of League of Legends with a huge video showcasing a bunch of projects.
Originally, I was about to mention the fact that I was about to mention the announcement for Riot Forge. Like, they were opening a side studio to make like other single player experiences, and yeah, I was completely wrong. So I thought that's when they showed up Project L, but nah, they announced it way back in the anniversary for League of Legends, like alongside other projects that I'm going to mention.
Legends of Terra, Wild Rift, and the one that has still to come out, Project L. Now,
at least I did a little research before going in with my first draft of the script. The script! My god, the script! I was working on that shit for 3 days. Like, just... good thing I gather footage and then go back to my script before recording it, because holy shit. If I started recording before gathering the actual footage for the video, oh my god. And I didn't even finish gathering all the footage before actually recording it, because I ended up recording the footage after I started editing, just to know what exactly wanted for that portion. But moving on.
Nowadays known as 2XKO. I'm still adjusting to that name.
Yeah, that name is hard to adjust.
League characters was something I wished for since I started playing back in high school.
Oh yeah.
That leads me to the topic of this video.
I still want that fighting game.
I would like to preface that this is purely for fun. I'm not confirming nor saying that this is what it's going to be of the game, nor that what I say is 100% true and 100% happening. This is just for fun. This is just fun speculation. If you have any fun ideas that this game could have, please do let me know in the comments.
Done.
That's it. These are modes that I would like to have into XKO.
Alright.
Okay, so for starters.
Okay, so this wasn't intentional. Like at the end of the intro, this like fade to black
have into XKO.
This fade to black is just my brain just imitating normal YouTube video essays that actually from like big people that get sponsors. So this was just my brain defaulting to sponsor section. So fade to black, sponsor, go back to the video. But then I remember, bro, I'm just a small fucking YouTuber / streamer. Why did I do that? But you know what? Since I didn't know how to actually just do it in a different way, and I didn't even want it to re-record that part, I just fade to black and boom.
Okay, so for starters, we know that 2XKO, it's a free-to-play 2v2 2D fighting game.
Yes.
In simpler terms, it's a free-to-play fighting game similar to the original Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah.
Or, if you want to get a more recent example,
Marvel vs. Capcom
Infinite?
Oh man, this game. Oh man, I have to play it eventually. I have to get myself a copy of Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I have to. The only thing I don't know if I wanna do is actually getting this mod. Like, if you're playing Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite just for shits and giggles, just to play online or just to, just play it, go for it, play with the mod, but I want to have a normal, quote-unquote, casual playthrough through this story mode. I know the story mode is ass, but I want to play it at least without looking like ass too, But if I have to, I have to. I might play it vanilla, who knows. If the boss fight is not bugged, I'm down. I still need to know if the boss fight works properly on the final boss for the story mode. I need to know that, but if it doesn't, then I'm not playing with the mod. I recommend you do it though. It's fun, I guess. It looks way, way better than the original game.
But what is it going to be content-wise? Well, I'm guessing we're going to get the basic features a fighting game has. Training mode, arcade, local, and online matches. Things that are pretty common at the launch in a fighting
and that was a mistake I should have re-recorded, but you know what? It makes it look more natural. With the amount of AI content that it's been floating through YouTube, I think just leaving that there just makes it look more natural for me, you know? Like, I actually recorded the thing. I didn't want it to sound robotic or sound like an AI voice did it. So, I left that in. Human errors. They are pretty cool.
But what can we add to make 2XKO more exciting? Well, I was originally going to make an entire hypothetical roster here, but that would be an excellent topic for another video.
I still need to actually iron out that.
Slowly trying to get into scripted content, so no 1 hour video is for me yet.
I actually also need to iron that out.
Videos that encapsulate pretty much what I would want as a roster.
And these two videos were the ones that inspired me to actually make this video, because everybody can actually just go ahead and try to make a roster, and Nicky Boy here, in these two videos, since he's technically just a basic just lore head for League stuff, he just made rosters for it. So I wanted to focus more with this video, not only on the characters, because, well, I can actually make another video with the characters I would like to have in this game, but one, I am not well versed on the lore for the game, and two, these two videos exist. If you want the roster that I would like, there you go. I just have 4 characters that are not included in neither of these videos that I would like to have, but I will understand why they are not included because, well, limitations of the game, or they just aren't cool enough, I guess. And what I was about to say about this part. Oh yeah, basically these two videos inspired the video I'm watching right now, the one that I just made. Because I wanted to talk about more single player stuff, since talking about the online the game's going to have, talking about the online scene, the different game modes online can have and stuff like that just sounds boring. I would like to see what can this game have in terms of single player offerings, which is something that I would like to actually make a video about, like unique single player mode in fighting games. That sounds like ooh, hold on, that sounds like a fire idea. Hold on, text. There we go. Hold on. It's just a matter of time for a random just fighting game content creator to just watch the stream, get the memo, and just make the video. They will do it way faster than I do this. But you know what? If they do it, I will still do it. Damn it! I'll have to do a lot of research, but I will do it. And some of the footage I just thought of some of the games that I know I cannot get footage of. Oh, why? Why does the PS3 and Xbox 360 have to be such a bitch to emulate? Oh, whatever. Moving on. Oh. I activated studio mode by accident. Right.
But if I have to pick at the top of my head what I would like,
then
I'd say Twisted Fate, Jin, Swain, and Cho'Gath.
And since we are on a stream and I'm technically picking up like this video to pieces, might as well give you my my thoughts on these 4. So Twisted Fate, as much as I don't like playing mid, he will literally just be a a Gambit without a staff. Just play around with the cards. Be more of a zoner than anything else when it comes to the cards. Jin was my favorite ADC to play, so I have kind of bias towards that guy. He's the sniper. He's supposed to hit hard with each shot, but I don't know. 2 zoners already. 3 if you count Swain, but Swain will be more of a trap character. Think of it as, I don't know. Think of it as Predator, but with less tech and more magic. And Cho'Gath, oh boy, Cho'Gath would be such a good material for final boss in a fighting game. Holy shit. It's just the Violator from Spawn, but still. It will be a cool pick.
Are my topics. And no, I'm not going to elaborate.
I just did.
So
Ha!
the question still stands. What can we do to make 2xKO more exciting? Well, my dear viewer,
Okay, here we
this
go.
is a part of the video that I inhale in dangerous amount of copium.
I
and
still have
start
that acid
talking
though.
so. Here we go. Oh, Jesus.
That actually hurt, like IRL, that actually hurt. Hurt like a bitch. Okay. Okay, so from the get-go, I wanted originally to use the theme for Bard's login screen instead of Aurelion's Souls, but Aurelion's is just too good to not use it. Holy shit. Alright, moving on.
A gallery or extras menu will be nice. And I have a few ideas of what it can contain.
You know what? Originally, my idea of like this specific PNG of a jukebox, I wanted to use the Arcane one, like the jukebox you see in Arcane. But one, I don't think I can get an actual render of that specific prop from a show. And 2, this is basically what it is. It's just a jukebox. So might as well just use a random jukebox I found on the internet.
A jukebox with the themes of the champions with 2 different versions each. A 2xKO one and a League one. Some champions that are already on the roster like Braum or Echo have really iconic themes that could work here.
Okay, so how do I explain it? My train of thought in this specific portion of the video was compare the themes between the original League login screens of these 2 champions with their 2xKO comeback themes, which is what they are called, I guess. So here you go. And originally on the script, it was always going to be Braum and Echo, but I was also considering maybe comparing Brown and Illaoi. But I honestly like a tad more the similarities between Echo's theme between these 2 games than I do with Illaoi, if I'm being honest. The other one would be Yasuo, but yeah, I don't know about Yasuo, dude. I don't know about that guy. So, Braum and Echo it is. I'm not replacing Braum. Braum is great in both.
Make it similar to KOF 50.
Okay, so one thing I need actually do is get myself convergence and try to find if there is one part of the OST that actually is Echo's login screen like remuxed in that game. and then compare all three of Echo's team in the three different games he has been a part of. Okay, go back.
Make it similar to KOF 15's jukebox.
Jesus Christ, brother. I forgot. That's not the button to go back that much.
Make it similar to KOF 15's jukebox.
There is an Easter egg here, and it's right here. Yeah. I messed up on the script. I forgot it was called DJ Station, so here you go. That was my bad. I went all the way. That's part of the reason why I should have gotten all the fucking recordings of the stuff I mentioned, so that way I can correct the script before recording, but details.
That allows players to select the themes they want on stages and menus. You could expand on this even more.
Also, the footage for that specific portion, I think it's 10 minutes long, so I was just enjoying my time listening to the OST of the different KOF games. Or or fucking SNK/Neo Geo games in general. Because there's a bunch of those there. I think they're... Okay, so Sam Show, Psycho Soldiers, Ikari Warriors, Metal Slug. There's a lot. There's a lot of love for the entirety of the library of SNK/Neo Geo games there. It's insane and I love it. That's part of the reason why I adore KOF 15. I don't play that game. I don't play it. The only character I know semi-decently how to play is Antonov, and that's all I can play. Maybe a little bit of Terry, maybe a little bit of Robert, but that's it.
More by adding albums from different skin lines of League, like KDA, Star Guardian, Odyssey, Pentakill, etc. Granted, a streamer can't play some of these songs from the skin lines like Pentakill or KDA.
Jesus Christ, the low quality on that fucking Pentakill image. Oh my god. Ugh. Oh man, I need to get my images fucking right. Anyway. Also, yeah, that's true. If you for some reason have anything KDA Pentakill related on your Spotify playlist on stream, good luck pushing that out. That is going to get copyrighted. Either they're going to mute the shit out of your bot, or in the worst case scenario, they're going to strike you. At least that's what I think they will do. I don't know. I may be wrong and they allow you to use it, but funny enough, there is specifically... I don't remember the name of it, but Riot Games put up a bunch of like albums, specific free... copyright-free albums that you can use for videos and stuff. And I don't remember where those are, if they still exist. So, yeah, I don't know.
But these would be entirely optional, and by default, the music should be the original arrangements of the game.
Yeah. Runeterra's map. Oh god.
Okay, just as a heads up, I am not good coming up with names for stuff, so
I never was.
You have been warned. Now, to explain this one, first I need to explain what the crypt is.
I'm surprised I managed to find this high quality PNG of the fucking crypt logo from Deadly Alliance. Because yes, this is a Deadly Alliance one. Oh my god.
The crypt is a staple of the Mortal Kombat series.
Although I should have downloaded Deadly Alliance or maybe fucking Mortal Kombat X. But Mortal Kombat 9 was the one I had on hand, so I had to use that one. So that's what you're looking at.
Usually themed around creepy places like a spider cave or a graveyard.
Oh, and in the original footage, the footage that you see here is way longer than it is, and it also includes a fast travel, how to use the fast travel, and a little visit to the what was it called? Necropolis? Yeah, Necropolis, where you can look at the bios for the characters and the alt skins. You can explore to unlock extra things like concept art, music, alt costumes, etc. Now, you can see where I'm going with this. It might be a long stretch, a really big stretch, but I would really like to have something similar to the crypt in this game. Of course, to have a unique spin on it, you can have a world map with all the different regions that this game represents with the characters on. I should have replaced the map at the beginning of that section. Oh my god, I shouldn't have. Whatever. But yeah, so I don't know if you can see it, but I had two versions of this map. One without the icons and one with the icons. So what I did was put the one without the icons on top of the one with the icons, try to match it as best as I could, and then start erasing the portions that have the icons on the bottom part. The map matched perfectly, and I got my way out around it. So chef kiss on that department. I'm proud of this one. Even though Bilgewater still looks awful, but hey, what are you gonna do? On the roster, each region will have a concept art, music, and alt colors for the related champions of that region. I wanted so hard to find the fucking videos for other champions that I've been using, like Echo or Rome, but the only one that was kind of on hand was Jinx's, because she was the latest reveal of the game so far. Oh man, I can't wait for this game. It's going to be fun. Now, let's move out of the gallery and onto the main events. Alright. Honestly. Oh man, arcade. Oh man, talk about one of my favorite skin lines in the fucking game, my god. Even though they are just fucking ex-champion in video game reference outfits, this is still one of my favorites. It's so stupid. In concept, it's just, what if we make this ex-champion where this bunch of shit that reference a bunch of different stuff, like Ezreal, put the fucking NES glove, Cloud's hair, and just fucking make it look like an RPG protagonist. Make Misfortune have a whatever. Misfortune I think is the least one. Just given the NES Sapper as pistols, and that's that. Give Sona an arcade stick instead of an actual like instrument she usually has. It's kind of dumb. And then you have the battle bosses that are just, oh boy. But yeah, no, there is another arcade intro I wanted to use, the one for Ari on 2015. I think it was 2015. I don't remember. The thing is, that was also another good one for the intro, but I went with this one because it's the classic. The first batch of arcade skins. I think that the arcade could be a menu that include all the single player modes except for the training and the local versions. No. Yeah, I cannot record that because I don't have anyone to play. Although I could just grab my other controller that I do have and just connect it to just cheat out a fucking second player. Alright, arcade ladder. Classic arcade. This is where the traditional arcade mode will be. The arcade Persona ladder. 4 Arena music! With a final encounter with either a final boss or a rival team. Of course, this mode will include arcade endings, and this is where things get spicy. For those who don't know, arcade endings are small pieces of story that show some progression on the story of the character that you choose. These work as small rewards for you after defeating all the opponents in the ladder. And here's where fucking Ryo becoming the Iron Fist, that's and include special endings. The special endings will be tied up to your team. Say, for example, you picked Echo and Jinx as your team.
Once you defeat the last opponent of the arcade mode, you get a special ending that includes portions of both of their stories.
And just because I felt like it, I used arcade footage for it. Oh man. So, when trying to write the script for this specific portion of the video, I tried to get examples that can have actual visual examples most of the time. So when it comes to picking up the actual explanation for the team up arcade endings, I had the only reference I had for it in league terms was just using arcade footage because, well, that's the only visual representation we have of basic champion interactions outside of the game, outside of just voice lines, you know? So here you go, arcane. Granted, they are not going to end up in a fight. They are going to end up in. Trust me. If I could, I will use the ending bit of Arcane Season 2. But one, I don't want to spoil that. That's still fairly recent, and two, I think the breach scene is the one that most of the 2XKO promotional material reference. So there you go. It's low quality as fuck, but it's worth so I don't get fucking hammered for the video. But yeah, that's the example for a team up arcade endings.
If you have a team of 2 random characters, for example say Echo and Brom, then the ending you get will depend on which character gave the last hit to the last opponent in the arcade mode.
That's just classic MBC3 stuff.
Similar to how ending works in Marvel vs. Capcom 3.
That's another one of my favorite endings, just the Mega Nova Force. Oh man. Here it goes.
Okay, listen. I said before that I'm not good at naming stuff. This is no exception, and I think the copying is not helping.
The copying didn't help either. Yeah.
Anyway, so what I was thinking for this mode was,
Hades
what if
music.
we make it a roguelike? Oh. For starters, you pick one character and go off on an adventure across Runeterra, fighting opponents from different regions and collecting items, partners, and teammates for your team. Items will work as they do on League, stat modifiers basically. Partners will add a hazard to the stage or be an ability that you can activate.
God bless the Legends of Runeterra, the Legend of the Runeterra wiki for having HD images, like HD full wallpaper size, art of the actual cards. It's, God bless them.
And teammates is pretty much stuff.
I completely forgot to include them on the fucking list. Shit. Oh.
Explanatory. After you finish a run, you earn currency to spend in permanent stats, classic roguelite stuff.
You know what's funny? I could have just downloaded Hades again. I have the game. I completely forgot to actually do. Well, to be fair, at this point it was already in between Christmas, and I wanted to get this video done before the end of the year. So what I did was fucking fetch an image. Just fetch an image for Hades. Put the example. This is from Hades, and that's that. And I called it a day. Was lazy on my part? Yes. I was running out of time though, and I wanted to get this as not only a cool video and a video that I put a lot of love into it. I know I said I just rush it, but trust me, it was with all the good intention in the world. It was with actual passion for the project. Plus, I just got the idea and I said, fuck it, we ball. So, yeah, I wanted to get the video done, so... Plus, for how little that lasted, do you think it's worth it to download a game and just record 5 minutes of footage for this? That small portion of, like, that small 30 seconds that might took? Even less than that? So, yeah, that's that. Wait, where's my chat? Oh, I forgot to update this portion. Where's my chat? The chat. There we go. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. It wasn't worth it to just go and collect the footage, but I also was kind of lazy. Item and partner you collect during this. Plus, I say that now near the end of the video, even though I literally went into an arcade mode, went into an online match, and fucking went into training mode for a couple of minutes, like a total of I think 15 minutes of footage, just to use 3 or maybe 2 seconds of it. So, yeah, I'm no one to talk. I did the effort. This run will be saved in an album. Alright. Grab random PNG. Grab the PNG you just used for the coin. Put it on the random PNG you just grab of a book. Put text on it. Done. I was rushing the shit out of that. So you have a way to know what does what for your next run. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. You can see that album both in the Sentinels mode or on the gallery. The gallery version of the album will contain extra information and lore about the item or partner collected. Yeah. I think I overdid it, Chief. I did. Yeah. So, okay, so when I say I overdid it, I say I'm realistically speaking, this is going to be a free-to-play fighting game from the get-go. There is other examples of free-to-play fighting games that just added fucking content later on, but the only example that I can think of at the top of my head right now is Brawlhalla. And Brawlhalla, I don't think it's a good example of a good fighting game, a good free-to-play fighting game, because one, paywall for the characters. You can get the free characters, or you can just work with the rotation, same with Killer Instinct, but you have to pay for the game if you want to get all the characters. 2XKO, I want to believe it's not going to do that, but if they do, well, fuck me, I guess. And free-to-play fighting games usually don't have this type of stuff. At least not that I remember. I don't remember seeing Brawlhalla with the gallery like the one I depicted here. And adding a whole extra mode, that I'm pretty sure they're going to make it a DLC if they do it. Like, I will appreciate a roguelike. If you want an example of a fighting game that actually added something similar to what I just described with Sentinels, the closest thing you will get, I think it's World Tour on Street Fighter Alpha 3 for the PS1, or Tekken Force on Tekken 3 on the PS1 too. So yeah, there is nothing on a fighting game like a roguelike that I can remember. I might not be well informed. There might be a fighting game that does this, but so far I don't know about it. So if you know, do let me know. If you're watching the VOD or the VOD in YouTube, do let me know, because I will absolutely adore to know that, so I can add it to the list of games that I actually need to get footage of for the video I want to make. Unique fighting game, single player fighting game modes. Okay. Moving on. XKO is going to be a free-to-play game. If these modes are not in there, it's not a big deal. It's not a deal breaker. It's a free-to-play game. I'm not expecting too much out of it. I just hope it's fun. Yeah, I just hope it's fun. Like, according to people on the alpha, the game was fun to begin with, but then people started figuring stuff out and then became boring, I guess? I'm not well informed on that regard, so take what I say with a grain of salt. And like I said at the beginning of the video, this is just purely for fun and hypothetical, so if you have your own takes,
on what 2xKO can have, leave them on the comments, please. Hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching, and just don't forget to leave the like, subscribe, and all of that jazz, and I'll see you all later.
You know what I'm gonna do? Oh, there you go. Just give it a look. If you're watching this on YouTube or on the VOD, like on the VOD on Twitch, you can just click the link that just popped up in the chat. If you're watching this on the YouTube side of things, I left the this link on the description. So go watch it, give it a like, spread it around. I put my heart into this video and I want it to just be seen by people. Yeah, that's it. That's all I want. Anyway, and of course the outro music I'm using is Sangief's theme. I love that theme. It's one of my favorites. Ooh, that was awesome. Okay. What can I say? I wish I could have given you the perspective of the video timeline for this thing, because it's crazy how much editing that went into this thing. But to be honest with you, it was a fun experience. It was a fun project. I did edit other videos for other people in the meantime. One that I think it's going to come up later if they decide to actually do something with it. And yeah, that's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Also, selfless plug before I change topics here. Don't forget to leave a follow. Yes. Give a sub. That's that. And yeah. That will be it. This video is special. This video, I think, out of my entire library of stuff that I have here, like outside of all the videos I edited, this is the one that has the most put into it. Like the most time editing, the most footage recorded, the most research, quote unquote, put into it, because it's a scripted video. I have to put a lot more effort into this one. Even though I put effort on my other videos that are from bots and stuff, right? I still put effort on those. But I actually believe that this is for now my peak on editing. So far. I might get better later on, but at the beginning of 2025, yeah, this is my peak. This is my peak so far. Hopefully I can get better, or hopefully I can put one like this, but faster. I just wish. But only time will tell. And yeah. I'm going to switch stuff up, so give me a minute.